expand anyway. If they have 2 gas geysers with 3 probes in each, then you need to be worried about all-ins. And the possible Protoss all-ins that there are 4 gate, not on 2 gas, but it's still an all-in that you just get the bunker for and you're fine regardless. There's 3 gate robo where you make a couple of immortals, maybe a warp prism, and you just attack with a lot of gateway units and some extra firepower from the robo. 3 gate void ray, same idea, you just make some void rays and then a lot of zealots and stalkers in order to just bust through the front or bust in the main. And then DTs, or blink. Those are the 3 routes that Protoss has, right? So in order to deal with them, you kind of treat them all the same. You can't confirm what your opponent is doing 100% of the time, but if you see 2 gas, you need to start thinking about all those, and thus you need to make sure that your Marines and your bunker and everything is positioned to deal with this. Now, 2 gas means you don't have to get the bunker just now. You can wait like I do in this game after these 2 barracks in order to get this bunker. But then, later, when you're dealing with blink, you need to be worried about over here, just blinking past everything and blinking in your main. If you're worried about void rays, over here is the kill zone where the void rays can poke up, maybe kill stim, something like that. And then over here is where warp prism can also drop off units. So over here is your danger zone, and you better not have stim anywhere close to this danger zone. Otherwise, they can cancel stim and possibly win the game just by overrunning you. However, if you can hold out until stim, you'll be able to crush through anything they have. So that means extra depots in front of this bunker will mean that zealots can't surround it, and if they force field behind it, you can have your SCVs go in the front, lower the depots, and then repair from the front. So either way, you can kind of defend this bunker. Also, extra bunkers. If you don't see your opponent, right now it's 6 minutes, if you don't see your opponent's natural at 6 minutes, then you should really be afraid, and you should be building extra bunkers, maybe a turret, and scouting a lot more to see what you have, maybe even wasting a scan. Because the 6-minute mark, if they don't have an expo, your expo's already been done, it's already produced lots of SCVs, you are way ahead in economy, so as long as you hold out for stim, and then eventually Medivacs, you'll be totally fine going into the mid and late game. So, extra bunkers, a turret if you feel like you need to, maybe a bunker over here if you fear blink, if you feel void rays, that can't hurt, and then just make sure you're pulling your SCVs aggressively in order to defend these bunkers and repair them. You can't be late on pulling SCVs, because otherwise they'll force field your bunkers, there's no way you can repair them, and everything will die very quickly. So those are the 3 things. Definitely scouting after. I like to scout after the barracks, but you scout any time after the depot, at 12 supply, at 16 supply after the barracks. Those are all totally fine. But when you scout, you want to see, are they Nexus first? First and foremost, it's the first thing you see before you go up to the base. If they are, you can even change your build. Maybe go for a 3cc build instead. Maybe go all in with just mass barracks and then not build this orbital command. Or you go in here and you see a gateway that's chrono boosting a zealot, in which case you get this bunker very, very quickly ASAP and you defend. Or normal, gateway, cybercore, gas, feel safe, feel like it's possible there's a 4 gate, but you can defend that just by repairing 1 bunker. It's not really a problem. So feel more safe and just try to scout around the 6-minute mark and confirm that your opponent has taken this expo, with preferably an SCV, but a scan if necessary. Or you see the 2 gas and possibly extra chrono boost or not. Try to piece together what they're doing. Keep this SCV alive, scout their expo at 6 minutes. If there still is no expo, then defend for an all-in, extra bunkers, maybe a turret. Again, if you fear DTs are a possibility, try to see if you can spot sentries, see if you can spot any robo units, see if you can spot a warp prism. Just kind of poke around with your SCV or scan and make sure you know exactly what your opponent's doing, and then react accordingly. So this was the 1 Rax FE into 2 Medivac timing attack. It ends up being around 100 supply, 10-minute timing attack with stim, combat shields, +1, 2 Medivacs, concussive shells, and some marauders. And hopefully a very good economy. And I also thought I'd throw in the scouting into this one because this is the first TVP one that I'm doing. It's also the most standard build, so I figured those 2 things can be combined together. Thanks for watching, everyone, and keep on being awesome.